welcome to this week's episode of Vampires and Vitae. We're not going to jump out of any manhole covers yet, but I feel like it's going to be a surprise really, really soon. We're going to hand it over to that guy who says his name is Tyler, but he looks a lot like Day, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what happened last week, just to make sure that everybody is all caught up. Take it away, guy who looks suspiciously like Day but calls himself Tyler.
The vampire crew decided to sneak into a nearby human encampment. Day took point in using his obfuscate abilities to kind of get in there, look around, see what's going on. Looking for both a potential food source and also just to get a little bit more of a understanding of the surrounding area, what's going down in London, what's happening. Mm-hmm. So talked to a nice guy named Billy, who was a bit of a drunken, nice guy. I used my recant skill to pretend like I knew him, got some information.
I was not actually didn't see that happening. I didn't see you using that skill in that particular way.
I thought it was a pretty good moment.
It's clever. Trust me, I've taken a note.
Danika and Anna were just talking shit for like 2/3 of the episode back and forth. Mm-hmm. Everybody's looking up and slightly to the left. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Welcome to Vampire.
I'm Melinda. I play Anna.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tyler. I play Day, the broken vampire with a hot magic Asian boyfriend.
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Danika. She's a Toreador.
Okay, so, I get it. Should we, give them the place for, a night and, we can just go fuck off somewhere and then, leave them for, some privacy? Or, try to find a different place to stay during the day?
You know, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, when I get that cranky, I just like to read a good book. I don't need to go and bang, but maybe that's what Day needs.
I think either that or Day maybe needs to, set something on fire or...
Well,
smash a wall.
Well, you know what? Once upon a time, that might have had the desired effect, but right now, I don't think that that's going to make that much of a difference. Everything is on fire.
What if we set up your place?
You're not burning my place.
No. Can you magic your piano into playing itself, and then we'll put some candles around? You've already got the red velvet everywhere. Make it nice and romantic.
As this is happening, Day is
actually doing real things.
He's eating a rat.
He's in the ditch waiting, and in his head he's like, if I could just find the Jessica car, I could make Anna's place nice and romantic. Maybe get Anna to play the piano. If I could just get her laid.
Who, Anna or Danika?
Danika. I was like, if I could just get Danika laid, she would just shut the hell up. As you guys are talking about this, he's just I'm plotting the same exact thing.
So great. I love that.
Time passes. You guys, conversation ebbs and wanes. You see Oliver. He's slowly sharpening one of his daggers on a little piece of steel that's sticking out from the building. Vol, he seems to be very self-possessed, you know what I mean? He doesn't really, other than taking you guys into account, he doesn't need a whole lot of stimulus to be satisfied. When Cerberus showed up originally, he was freaked out because of the amount of people, understanding at a very beast-filled nature that you guys are very outnumbered. But since you guys have stayed here and had more of a secret operation, he's calmed down and curled up.
So Cerberus,
Hmm?
How about Day mating?
He looks around.
Are you trying to tell your dog to sleep with Day?
No, I want his opinion.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Good thing you cleared that up. I was a little bit confused for a minute.
He looks up and goes, who?
Right?
Lawrence.
Really?
You didn't catch on to that.
Boys.
Yes.
Not mating.
fun mating.
Fucking.
Yes.
Ah. Yes.
Cerberus is all for it.
What, Cerberus even wants them to just go ahead and get it over with?
Yeah, apparently he also knows the word
We
fucking.
need to have a wedding ceremony in my place.
Oh, yeah.
We could do it on the stage and with the spotlights.
Yes,
We
and
could
then we
make it
can
look
leave
all
them alone for the
pretty.
night
We
afterwards.
could just leave them up there. And we could just go back down into my place.
We could, yeah. Although, isn't it kind of echoey? Is it going to be too loud?
I mean, it would be really funny for us, right?
I don't know if I want to hear Day and Lawrence going at it.
Oh, come on.
I would like you both to make a wits and survival check.
Also,
I know.
It's like my worst
I
possible
know.
roll.
Also, as that's happening, I'm just like,
You
I'm
guys,
sure
you
they're
guys have
gathering.
silver spoons in your fangs. I mean, well, not silver,
Yeah, right.
gold,
Whoa.
gold spoons in your fangs. Like,
Also, as they're talking about that, I'm like, I'm sure they're gathering intel. I'm sure.
yeah, right.
2 dice. 1.
1.
You have the same scuttering sound that you heard first in the hospital. With the one success, you don't know where it's coming from, but Oliver perks up really quick.
What is it, boy?
Yeah, right.
Oliver, you heard that too, right?
Shh. Make the same roll. He looks business. He usually has like a soft side of him. He looks business.
2 successes?
2 successes.
It's coming from not the part that you climbed over. Seems to be coming from the opposite side of the alleyway and maybe in the wall on the building to the left.
Stay back? Is he trying to scare us?
I mean,
Cerberus tail sticks right up and then hides behind his balls like a dog does when he's afraid and starts slowly growling.
Cerberus, what is it?
Not human.
Is it Day?
He starts doing that dog crawl thing. Hair sitting straight back in. When he's on display, he is majestic. You know what I mean? Like when you really
wow,
see
he's
him.
such a pretty puppy.
Yeah.
I know.
Another one higher. You hear one from the other building on the opposite side that you hadn't heard it again.
Is it the werewolves?
You just
I don't smell any. Do you smell them?
Do I smell any?
werewolves?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
I mean, they're pretty beastie smelling, right?
What can I roll for that?
I mean, they
Smell. I'd like you to roll for smell, please.
They smell like dirty dogs.
no.
Cool, I'm gonna use all of my dice.
All right. Apparently, this is what you're great at. No, let's do wits. I guess would make more sense, and survival
Why?
because you're at the end of the fucking world. This is survival time.
You have 2 points in survival. I have 0.
And-
4 successes?
Yep, that'll do it. Danika, you sniff in, trying to recall that scent, that pungent scent coming from the den, and you, for a moment, you thought you had it, but it's just too much smoke, too much wind, broken buildings, things that weren't supposed to be exploded have happened in this area. Just not enough. You're not even sure if you really grabbed it.
So I think it might be werewolves, but also I'm not totally sure.
What are you basing that on? Can I ask?
I'm just sniffing the wind.
You just got your sniffer in the breeze like
My
the dog.
snooter in the breeze.
Your snooter in the pooter? Oh, no, that's all wrong.
Whoa.
Sorry. Can I maybe occult to see if I can recognize it, if it's like a weird creature?
What could be in the walls, you mean?
Yeah. Or like if it's a werewolf.
Sure.
Maybe I have some
Yeah,
kind of...
I will say that you've read enough in your cult to make a guess.
Okay.
But I'm going to bring up the difficulty.
Okay.
You're looking for 7s here. I'll give you. So you're gonna do intelligence and occult. And you're looking to actually know what it is or have seen it in a book. 3 sevens.
Okay.
Sevens are all the only thing they're going to count from here. After 2, you'll know that it is an idea, more of a concept. After that, no idea.
Okay. Reroll.
Damn, girl.
No.
4.
I don't got
How
it.
many
5?
ones did you roll on those rerolls?
5.
Just 1.
Yeah, I had.
Well, the rerolls
3s
still
and 5s,
the,
right?
The rerolls still count
Oh, right.
as
So,
successes. So it's 5 successes.
yeah.
5 successes?
Yeah.
You remember...
God damn.
Yeah, right? Jesus. Especially with the dice you had. You remember Rasputin drunkenly having a conversation 100 years ago about some of the worst things that came out of the plague, and everyone knows it was the rats that spread this horrible disease. And he was in this argument, a drunken argument with another vampire at a bar, that it couldn't have just been normal rats. And you remember him describing essentially like a beach ball with the head of a rat with no tail, but hands all the way through a round figure. Always scratching, always clawing ball of a rat. The face just constantly, almost like as if it was on a gyroscope, kept at the center, but constantly rolling around.
So it's like BB-8, but the rat.
Yes.
Okay.
God.
But with like hands and claws to propel itself through things.
Gross.
And Rasputin didn't believe it existed at the time. That was his argument.
Anna, you look a little disturbed.
Danica, I think I know what it might be.
And
I think it might be the beach ball rats.
the what? Excuse me?
Go on.
I'm going to need you to explain that one, please.
I think it might be the beach ball rats. Well, Rasputin told me about them. Well, he didn't really tell me about
The
it.
beach
one time.
ball
Yeah, he was in
Rats. Do they also go bleh?
there. I mean,
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, sometimes they might. I don't know because I've never seen them. But it was just the way that he described them, right?
Beach
So,
ball rats.
Beach ball rats. Yeah. So what?
Are they bouncy? Like what?
No. So it's like you have like the head of a rat, right?
Sure.
But you put that on top of like a beach ball, right?
Okay.
And but then you take all the arms and legs and you stick them all over the ball.
What?
And then it just rolls, so it's always going on the walls and stuff.
Beach ball rat on the wall.
In the wall.
Beach ball rat in the wall.
Right.
Are you
don't-
sure this wasn't just some weird nightmare that Rasputin had when he was fucked up?
I mean, he didn't really believe that they were real. So that leads me to believe that maybe they are.
Is it in his books anywhere?
I don't know, I've never read them.
God, we've really got to read those books.
Somewhere Rasputin goes, aha!
It's the beach ball rats, I'm almost certain.
Okay, are they dangerous?
Yes.
How could a
Yes.
beach ball sized rat be an issue?
Because they're fast.
How?
They're very quick.
I
They're
truly
all-
do not
They're a
understand.
ball and they're nothing but arms and legs. They just go. And
Okay,
they
that's
just,
horrifying.
right.
First
They'll
of all,
climb right up your little body.
can we just kick them
And
away?
they'll bite you.
Right. Can we just kick them away?
I mean, maybe.
It's just a beach ball.
I mean, I might be under explaining it a little bit, but
So is it an actual beach ball?
As you say, I'm under explaining a little bit. You both hear a sickening sound like a turned watermelon being dropped from a height. Hits the ground. All of a sudden, you are face to face with a beach ball rat, which is now canon what they're called. The name is fantastically funny. But it is terrifying to see. The head is more the size of what would be a marsupial of some sort. Like you almost think of it looking like a like a possum.
I was gonna say like a
snout.
really bloated possum.
Yeah, right. Like just gnarled teeth, white eyes, just feral as feral can be. And as it moves, you can see almost like tentacles. It touches the ground, and you can hear the scratching of its nails against the concrete as it rolls side to side towards you.
I don't know what the fuck is that.
It's the beach ball rats. I told you.
Another
Oh my
one.
god.
Oh no, this is not very good.
Another one.
Do you
Clearly.
have
Another
your guns or anything?
Another one.
Or where are your swords? Where are your pokey swords?
They're on my back.
You better get them out.
Okay. Shing.
All right.
I drop my chain.
Blah! And I pull them out. Trying to scare the rats away.
Yeah. They are feral. They're not. They have this weird shifting movement, like they're dragging their belly almost on the ground to keep their face like
I'm
parallel.
just imagining like a turtle made of fur,
Yeah, right. Just
but is a rat.
moving around. Yeah, it's I mean, a good foot in diameter. Cerberus, in horror, to stand in front of you in between these things, howls and gets in position in front of you. You hear that howl, and so does the rest of the camp, and people start to wake up. You can see the cops getting more on alert. They've heard howls. This is close. This is 2 streets over.
Well, that is my cue to get the fuck out of here. I am going to finish my blood Capri Sun.
Sorry, that gives you 2 points.
Yeah, it brings me back down to 1.
And you don't have to worry about a rouse check on there because you are a bagger.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. So you're back to 1. I'm sorry, just to make sure that we're all playing the home game, right?
Yep.
You're back to
Yeah,
just
I went up.
one
I went
hunger.
up to 3 because I used Unseen
Yeah.
Passage. So I used it, bring me down to 1. I'm going to save the bag just in case. So I've got 2 empty pouches basically.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and skedaddle towards the howl.
You can see the cops, like with their guns pointing, like almost in vain. You see one has like a assault rifle into the alley. Where do you think you're going?
Well, I was hoping that I could stealth, but
Oh, you can try. If that's your intention.
I mean, I got in here quietly.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna try and get out of here.
Dexterity and stealth. You're looking because they're completely on alert, but they're not looking for someone to leave. They're looking for something to come in. I'm gonna say it's 1-7.
Oh boy, it's a 9.
All right. So like as you time it out as he's pointing his gun to the left, you go to the right.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to follow the rebels and the
Mm-hmm.
blending in, trying to sneak.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You follow that path and you know where your friends are. You look at them as you see the same thing a rebel. I made you roll for it the first time, so let's do a dexterity and athletics roll. See you scrambling over it.
Was dexterity and
Well, you try and stealth the first time, but you're not really worried about the
yeah.
sound. At this
So
point.
athletics.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 successes.
All right. You clamber up, and from your
It's only the first time that
Yeah,
I
right.
really. I always fuck it up royally the first time.
right. From your vantage point on top of this rubble pile that's looking down into the alley, you just see them looking, your entire group that you've been with since the beginning, looking down to the ground, and you see 5 flesh-colored, foot-sized balls rolling around.
Foot-sized balls.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
And
Like-
they're flesh color.
Like
Those are
one
really
size
big
of foot,
balls.
like a
Oh, like
a foot,
like diameter.
Yeah, in
Is it a ball?
diameter. Yeah.
Gross. How far above them am I? You said I got a little bit of a
You're
vantage point.
good 4 feet, 5 feet. No, more like 6 feet.
All right, I'm going to try and just land on one and stomp it. Stomp it.
That's cool.
Just want to just fucking.
Okay. Why don't we do
'Cause
your
it's gross.
dexterity and brawl?
Okay.
Does he get advantage?
Well, that's not in this game, but yeah.
Sneak attack.
All right.
Parkour. 1. Oh shit. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 successes.
7. Because you had a 10.
All right. 7. So you got 7. Did you re-roll a 10?
Yeah.
All right. So 7 total.
7 all day.
All right. So you come down, and all of you, because you've been in relative silence during this time period, you hear as it deflates. Your foot is now caught in a steel cage of something.
What the hell was
But
that?
the ball is no longer rolling around.
Hey guys.
That seems to excite the rest of these rats, and they're going to try to attack everybody else.
What was that day? Where did you even come from?
I am the knight. I'm also stuck. Anybody help me out?
I mean, yeah. And I'm going to go over and try to
The
help them.
first one's attacking you.
Oh, good. I've got my whip.
All right. Well, he's attacking first because that took your attention. So I would like you to roll your dexterity and brawl against him, unless you want to do something. Well, actually, just dexterity and brawl at this point, because all you do is try to dodge that attack.
Two successes. No, one. Because I had a one.
Cool.
One. It like you got to kick it, and it sinks its two giant teeth into the top of your boot. It wasn't able to get into your foot, but like now you have this beach ball attached to the end of your.
God damn it! I liked these boots.
Same thing with you, Danika.
I'd like to try and skewer one.
This is attacking you, so
Yeah.
it's attacking you, so
That's you can't.
you
turn it
can't
into an
just
attack,
decide
that's it.
to attack it.
Oh, so what
Yeah.
do you...
Dexterity and dodge. Dexterity and melee.
Got it.
Looking for 2 6s.
Let's see. 4 successes. No, 5 successes.
All right. It jumps for you. And you were able to parry it, but you just look over and you see Anna with her foot up in the air trying to like wave off this horrific looking creature on her foot.
Anna, you okay over there?
That's stuck. It's on my boot, and I can't get it off. It's like a gum on a hot day.
Have you tried stepping on it?
I did.
Look at what happened today. I don't want to step on it.
Dan, can you move?
Can you come stabby, please?
Can I
You
stab
guys
this one
hear
first?
gunshot in the distance, not very far distance.
Oh no, the humans are coming with their guns.
Okay, let's kill these stupid looking rats and then get out of here.
Yeah, right. Like they've now started to like spider up the walls, and they look a lot more intense now that you can see a small amount of space.
Oh, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, right. And these things that are probably about to pounce, but it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I want to try to crack at the one on my foot. I guess I stab it with my amici.
Okay. So you just want to like bring your foot up and stab it. Okay, cool. That would be your. Let's do your dexterity and your melee.
Two successes.
2 successes. Yeah,
No.
like
Because I had 3, then I rolled another one, but I had a 1. So yes, 3.
3 successes all day.
Yeah.
So like as you're kicking your foot around, you see that like the one thing it can't pivot around is its head. And because it's stuck into your boot, you're like, ha! And like stab it right into the brain pan.
Do I stab my own self in the...
No.
Oh, right.
You go right into the rat. It
It deflates like a
as well.
beach ball.
Yeah, right. But that cage that seems to be around it, like that his foot is stuck in because he stomped on it, falls to the ground, and you hear a metallic clink.
All right, stab them in their little weird beach ball brains.
Okay.
That's where you want to hit them.
So that's 2 down. You still have 3. They're getting a little bit further up the wall. Looks like they're going to come down to pounce. It is your turn. You see Oliver try to stab one. It just happens to go up too high. He goes, "Oh, son of a bitch!" The Vol is just like, "I hate rats."
Strange for Nosferatu.
We've made conversations. I can speak to them. These aren't normal rats.
You can't talk to them.
No, squeak 'em. Nothing.
Great.
Great.
movie.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nailed it,
okay.
Paul.
Now I would like to try and skewer one in the face.
All right. Please roll your strength and your melee. are using your silver katana, is
Yes.
what I'm guessing?
Yeah.
All of you feel that hum of silver when she does pull that out. I know that your skewers, Anna, are silver as well, but this is just a little bit more product.
My hands aren't big enough for this many dice.
What a problem.
Right? I have one roll that's impressive.
1. 3 successes.
One of them jumps from the wall. It's spinning in the air, but somehow keeps its face focused on you as it does 1 and 2 rotations. As you pull out your katana, you slice it straight through the midsection, like through its mouth, splitting the entirety of it as it falls like a dead grapefruit on the other side. You look up and there's another one pouncing directly for your head.
Can I try and dodge it?
No, we can attack first.
Duck and roll, Danika. Day, how's your foot?
Just chilling.
All right. You're going to need to beat 2 6s. Same roll, dexterity and melee.
What does that look?
I'm interested if you guys get killed TPK'd by a bunch of beach ball rats.
2 successes.
2 successes. As it comes in, you put up your sight and it just slides down the entirety of the blade, falling again to your feet. Day, you're up.
I'm try and get my foot out of the cage.
It's as you step through it, you realize that other than Danika splicing through them, cutting through that steel, it's kind of like a gyro ball. Like it has like hexagon figures around it, and it's not heavy. It's just cumbersome. And then you have like this little flesh thing. I mean, like when you step down into it, I think that you'd probably need to sit down and release this. It's not a thing that you can just kick
I've
off.
got a better idea. I'm gonna kick the
can
rat
take
with
your-
my cage.
There you go.
There's only one left, right?
Yeah, there's just one left.
I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
soccer kick it
Yeah.
with the cage, using it like a pendulum.
It doesn't seem terrified at all. It actually rears up as if to challenge you.
I am the rat.
Yeah, right. And it will pounce from you on the top. We'll just do a dexterity and brawl versus its dexterity and brawl. King Rat. 2 successes. 3 successes.
I got 5.
So it comes down completely and utterly confident.
I'm just gonna
And
roundhouse
how
kick
would
it.
you like to do this?
Or like roundhouse kick it like Texas Ranger. Like roundhouse! And then I just kick it in the side with the cage. There's that it hits it kind of maybe I don't know what happens after that, but like Chuck Norris did. Just like
If it had more than just a feral scream, you would hear, "Wow!" Which you don't. I mean, like it just pushed into the next, block area. But you guys are hearing some movement, big movement, probably the humans.
Yeah, we
coming
really
to-
want to skedaddle unless we want to deal with a bunch of humans and they're gone.
Ooh, no thank you. Let's get out of here.
did the cage come off when I kicked it?
Nope.
Did it do any damage
Cage
to it?
is still on your
Oh,
foot.
shit.
No, but
It's
really
going to
though,
hinder your
they...
movement speed until you get it off.
Oh, we really need to get it off of there, but we also really should bring one with us so we can have a look. I wonder if it's anything like the weird hornets attached to the guys.
All right, Date, get on Cerberus, and then we'll deal with this when we get back to Anna's place.
Cerberus is at attention. He understands the things. He can only just speak to you. You know what I mean? Like he's like,
All right, one more time around the block, old friend. I'm gonna hop on.
Yeah. Starts taking off really quick.
Why is this always? Why do I feel embarrassed when I do
Yeah,
this?
right. You see Oliver going, "Hey, that's my thing." Like, yeah. Oliver
I just say like
yelling
the
at you,
cage is like
yeah.
on the ground, like sparking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like. Okay, so I will say that Cerberus is fast enough. These cops are rounding the corner to go up this where they've heard all the commotion.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right.
Yeah, I
he's
wanna
already
try
taken
and
off. He's
run
30 feet
after
ahead of
him.
you. 30 feet in front, 30 feet in front. You guys all running. All right. So as you guys take off after them, you can hear Oliver cursing to himself. Vol is in last place, like trying to write as he's running. And you guys are taking off towards this, and your cage now connected to your foot, sparking against the cobblestones. This goes on for about 10 minutes, and you start hearing the humans a little bit less and less. They're probably trying to stay close to their little encamp for the night. figuring that whatever it was, at least it's gone now. You look up and you see a wolfen form. It's in the canine form. Looks like a very large wolf. If it wasn't Cerberus, you guess that's what it was.
Everybody else see that?
They're always watching now.
Yeah, I've noticed. It's a little unsettling.
You know, they can probably hear us too, right?
It's a little unsettling.
Yeah, right.
Didn't we establish that they're just trying to help?
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't help back there.
The wolf starts to descend a fire escape on the side of the building.
Is this one of the ones we've met before?
Yeah, you've seen the whole pack. This would be Bill. Bill was the very tall, bald guy.
Oh, wait, guys, I got this. Ready?
Oh!
You know that's as he's like stepping in the last steps, he begins to transform back into his human form.
See, I did it.
It is a little unnerving that the bones reset. Like it doesn't seem to be like as he comes out, like right when you start to see his face, you know, more from that muzzle look into more of a human features. You see, it's uncomfortable. Like it's not just I'm just becoming a wolf. There's definitely a physical problem to change in between.
God, you know, that's fascinating. Do you think that I could watch the whole process sometime, like really closely?
God, but you're not really full of a full deck, are you?
What are you talking about?
I think she has
Full
two.
deck.
I think she has two decks. Honestly,
He breathes out. He has a wife beater underneath a suit jacket. You've only seen him in his wolf form, so this is what he. You have seen him before, but what he's wearing today is a wife beater suit jacket. Seems to be like embroidered with like a red rose on its left breast that seems to travel up the vest itself. And it like walks past and looks at you, Day. You know, honestly, I was a little surprised that it just wasn't a buffet for you in there.
well, surprisingly, I have not drank the blood out of a living human from the tap in about 80 years. So
That's like saying that I've never taken a hit out of a pipe, but I smoke white weed every day.
yeah, tobacco, marijuana,
It's the
different.
same difference. Anyway,
Well-
I was trying to give you a compliment.
Well, I was just saying, you know, out of all the people, I was probably the least likely to have that buffet. That's why I went in.
Yeah, that's why we sent him, right?
Well, I mean, we do protect this area. That's why I'm in the area. It's it's one of the last bastions of normal folk around. The cops are doing what they can, but it's
I mean, looks like they're fighting a losing battle, if I'm being completely honest.
one thing about humanity is you'll find that it is very resourceful. I mean, it survived a dark age. It survived, the oncoming death of dinosaurs.
So, about those beach ball rats.
And he looks around. Beach? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, there's these weird demonic rat-like creatures, and I stepped on one, and now my foot's stuck. Do you think we could figure this out?
He looks down at the thing. Jesus. He looks at it and he turns it and he goes, like, there's as sure and as confident as as he appears to be. When he turns the cage around your foot and he sees the Pentex emblem on it, that definitely, he pushes back a little bit and examines it more closely, as if he's looking for traps or something.
I'd like to say that my foot is like awkwardly askew, and I'm trying to keep my balance.
Yes, I mean, like,
All right,
hold still. I just, like, do you want to keep this foot?
I'm just trying not to fall over, dude.
He looks over to you expectantly, Danika.
I pushed A.
He doesn't help you. I mean, yeah, sure, roll acrobatics.
I rose,
Just put your hand on his bald head. He won't mind, I'm sure.
I want to roll opposed athletics to.
Sure, absolutely.
Run,
yeah,
like,
there you
jump
go.
over her
Welcome
leg.
back to Vampire.
Is it
Oh,
athletics and dexterity
oh,
or?
oh, I'm already
Yeah,
jumping.
actually, it would be her. I mean, technically, her strength and her brawl against your dexterity and your melee.
Oh my god, what did I do? Okay, my strength and my brawl
Yeah,
versus his what?
a dex and melee.
I rolled in a month.
It's just sixes you're looking for, and whoever is the most creates this very unnecessary moment. Brought to you by Pentex.
4 successes.
That's 2.
So while balancing on one leg, being inspected, you see that Bill sees the push coming and just takes a step back and starts to smirk.
I just very lightly
sure.
tap his shoulder.
Yeah, right. And it's just that position that you just can't recover quick enough, and it's falling in your sleep. You straight back. No, I mean there's no injury, but
Yeah.
You see, Danika, this is what I mean.
Oh, come on.
How you were talking about you
I couldn't pass that up.
Try to start getting along better. You do always seem to pick first.
It was all in good fun, right,
a great
Dave?
example.
Oh, just you wait, Danika.
You didn't get hurt. You were fine.
Oh, just you wait, Danika.
yeah,
For a better opportunity?
Yeah. As you're standing yourself back up, you see Bill come over, and he takes your foot now that you are in a stable position, and so he's now holding it up. He goes, well, it doesn't have any... So it wasn't a bomb that you stepped in, or was it this...
It was, like I said, a demonic rat-like creature the size of a beach ball with hundreds of arms and legs skittering around. So I just kind of stomped on it, and turns out it was entrapped in some kind of cage. And now the cage is on my foot, and I am on the ground. Hello, how are you doing?
I don't remember. Was there more than one?
Oh, yeah, there was many.
Okay.
There was many.
Is there a dead body laying around that we could pick up and show him?
I mean, as the noise kind of influences, it's just kind of more stretched skin. If you want to go back to it, within his cage, you can see there's not a lot of entrails left. You can see a small. Actually, you know what? Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Who?
I'd say because Anna asked it, I'd ask Anna to do it.
Okay. All right.
So I'll actually do, investigation.
Ooh. What are you looking for?
I'll tell you the information you get.
Nope, I rolled a 2.
A 2? You see that there's stretched skin around it. And you see that, you can infer that when you popped the rat, there wasn't a whole lot inside it, but that's all you can infer. It's like a balloon stretched to between points, or a hanging hide, like you would cure that in the old times.
Are there any other rat bodies around that I could pick up and show to Mr. Bill?
Yeah, because he came down to the same thing. Yeah, there's three of these things, but much of the same. You know what I mean? You see a spinal column that seems to have wire wrapped around it, but from your roll, I mean, that's just it. You see more of the same.
Right. Okay. See, this is what they look like when they're not stepped on.
He takes the cage from your ankle and he looks at it, and then he shakes his head stupidly, and then starts undoing the laces on your boot and takes it off that way.
I'm gonna need that back.
I know, and he rips the boot out and goes, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. So this was just the cage that wasn't housing the animal.
Yeah, I didn't see the cage before I stepped on it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Pentax. Thought that we had them rooted out in this city.
Who? What?
It's a large organization. As he's talking, it starts to slightly rain, drizzle, as it happens to do in London. The slight warmth from the small bonfires in the distance coming from the human camp, they start to trickle down a little bit and mute their light as it starts to slightly downpour as he starts his story. They're an aggregate, if you will, an umbrella company. You would know Coca-Cola and McDonald's, right? They're not. They're more of a front line for something a little bit more sinister. Anything that has an advertisement or a selling point that is not just person to person. Pentex influences. Their large economic growth creates their own wealth from the back of most working individuals.
I'm still on my back listening to this.
And he goes, you can stand up. And he throws you the boot.
I let the boot just fly past me.
Yeah.
You're telling me
That McDonald's makes the beach ball rats.
Well, have you ever had their pancakes? I'm joking, of course. It's
So what you're saying is, we have to fight a god and capitalism?
not capitalism. It's the amount of manpower they have and really logistics. Money doesn't mean anything anymore.
Well, we've already got the Sons of Abel, we've got the Setites, and now you're throwing this at us. Guys, what is going on?
I guess we have to fight Ronald McDonald too.
Not actually. It's more of like a logistic company. They don't have direct ties at every single business. They just push and move while being some of the largest players in most businesses.
Yeah, but most businesses just got exploded. I don't know if you looked around, but I don't see an Arby's. I don't see a Denny's. I don't understand.
At this point, money isn't the thing. It's the resources that they've acquired over the years. You're smaller, and he looks down. No offense, but the vampiric society is much less of a threat to us in my people's perspective than what Pentex from the Worm brings to the world. This is what we fight.
The worm?
Yes, I think you're calling it set in this
Oh, yeah, that
setting.
Definitely not a worm. Definitely a snake.
It's come in many ways.
Well, it's definitely a snake this time.
Well, it's appeared as a worm or a world worm. If
I
you will.
wish it was a worm. That would be easy.
Right,
That
definitely has the forky tongue that goes.
So a snake kills a rabbit. A worm burrows into the earth and eats it itself.
Well, these worms are squishy like Lawrence.
Somewhere Lawrence stubs his toe against the refrigerator while he's in the thing. God damn it!
All right, well...
But wait, the snake was in the ground. He was in the tunnels.
Danika, please, for the love of God, shut up.
No. What I'm saying is it could be like a half worm, half snake kind of thing. Because you know how at the stadium he was underground, but he was still a snake.
I think we're arguing tomato.
I'm staring into the rain.
I'm looking up and
Up
slightly,
and
to the
slightly
left.
to the left.
I'm looking just up.
Bill looks at all of you, does look up to the left and say, "I don't really." You do understand I'm down here, right?
I need a cigarette.
It's raining.
Yeah. It is. Can we please leave?
Yeah. Where are you headed? I mean,
I
I wasn't supposed to find you. I was
mean,
just
we
looking
were-
after the humans.
We were
Now
going
that
to
you're
go back
here-
to my place.
Why?
Well, because it's got to be getting late. The sun must be coming up soon.
Yeah, and it's her place.
All right.
I mean, it's about
I mean, went all the way...
1 o'clock.
We gotta go check on Lawrence, and then we gotta do those stupid umbrella things too.
Yeah, we still gotta set up your little antennas.
I mean, that's what I would suggest. But if you want to go home first,
Well, do you have them with you?
no. Do I look like Sprocket?
I mean,
There's a
sometimes.
little something there in the face.
When you're a wolf, kinda.
You haven't even seen him as a wolf.
Yeah, but I figured.
Very mangy.
I can see that. Alright, so, I mean, I'm feeling alright. We could go pick up a couple, set them around town.
Might as well, right?
I mean, I'm good. I ate.
I'm good.
Anna?
Well, all right, yes, I'm good.
The
Wondering.
Vol goes, so we're returning back home.
Well, no, we're going to your place.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about our agreements. that
Wait,
we
where's
had.
the kid? Look around for.
Yeah, where's
he's just
Oliver?
frolicking on he's still on Cerberus, just having a great time, kicking as if it was a brunking bowl. Cerberus seems to be having the time of his life.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
Anna, you
that's
might-
Oliver, by the way.
Anna, you might have the right idea with the whole eating children thing. I'm really starting to get annoyed that this kid likes my dog so much.
But you can't eat that, kid.
I could try.
Oh, jeez. And I'm telling you, it was a mercy. I didn't do it because I felt like it was going to be a fun time.
All right. Anyways, let's get going.
Vol is just behind going, fascinating.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I stand up.
See, Date, this is how we all feel when you do that weird invisible shit.
I was just saying in reserve. I mean, it's no one knows with strange companions. Vol and the werewolf and Bill have never met. There's definitely a standoff nature in between it.
Right. So, Anna, let's go back to your place. We'll check on Lawrence. Get those umbrella antennas and then set them up.
Do you remember how to get back to the werewolves through the tunnel so we can be able to get to the antennas? Do you remember how to get there from my place?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
connected. It was pretty easy.
And you
Right.
set up that camera, so
And they gave us a map.
Right.
So we just got to go the reverse way of the map that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys fled that were down there. Yeah, I'd say we go to the Queen's Theater, make sure everything's kosher, see if your brother or anything popped by, because we left them a note.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just take it straight through the tunnels. It's a safer way anyways. We know for a fact it's safe going through the tunnels rather than trying to find it, above ground.
yeah, now that the bees are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you seen them,
You're asking
Bill?
bees.
Well, more like wasps, big wasps on leashes.
You get the kind of attached
like a
to
swarm
humans?
or
like attached to their humans, and then you kill one and then the human dies. I don't know.
Like he's
Weird.
holding the Pentex cage, so they take the cage and they put it over a swarm of wasps.
What?
No.
No.
The wasp was about the size of a dog.
Oh no!
Like flesh leash tethered to a human.
On a wasp the size of a dog.
He thinks he's like, I've heard of beasts such as this, but I've never encountered one.
Do you think that dead one's still in the tunnel?
This would definitely be part of what the worm's corruption could do, though. This sounds very Pentex.
Well, let's go through the tunnel. If there's still one there, you can look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no offense to Bill here, but I don't know if...
I'm kind of on patrol right
Yeah.
now. If you want to go back, it's...
Gotcha.
I mean, I can escort you back to our base,
Yeah.
but
I think we'll just take the tunnels.
after watching you, you do have a feeling that strange trust in what he just saw, because you didn't know he was watching your engagement with the humans. You didn't hurt any of them.
Yeah.
So there's a warmth to him. You know what I mean? As stringent as he is, as he walks away to go back up the fire escape, he pulls it down as a human gets up to the first piece, before the ladder comes up, and then turns into a canine again.
That looks so painful.
That's fascinating. I really want to study it.
No.
I do.
It's
Like, can
gross.
they can stop it like halfway through, and they can be like weird hybrid things,
I'm just staring.
right? Like it's freaky stuff, right? I want to watch it.
What would happen if they did that inside of the snake?
All right, I'm walking.
Are you walking back towards Anna's
Place, yeah.
pretty simple. You guys have some time to talk if you would as a group, but nothing really is going to transpire. It's going to be a nice, easy walk.
Okay.
Anna, do you think you have any books at your place about that worm he was talking about?
About the worm, I don't know. I mean, maybe I have like some really old books.
Have you heard of the worm?
Have I heard of the worm? I mean, I've
Why don't you make an Arcana check for me?
Arcana.
Intelligence and Arcana, as you look back to your memories.
Oh, it's my biggest roll.
There you go.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe.
you're at one.
2 successes.
Do you remember some of Rasputin's older books? You remember the word Gaia being brought up? You remember like war in heaven, but only like more myth. Like it felt like stories, maybe allusions to facts, but way more. You thought it was allegory.
So I explained that. And I kind of wonder, I'm like, Vol, do you think that there was anything about Set maybe in like the hieroglyph books that we were looking at there the other night? Or the other day, I suppose.
Well, I mean, Set could be allusion to the sun god. Set could be, if you're looking at ancient texts, it could be quite a few things. It depends on interpretation, honestly.
I think we're talking specifically about like world-ending kind of.
Well, most
ideals.
religions have a world ending. I mean, if there's a beginning, you also have to finish your book.
The world-ending part of every religion, is that all the same thing? Is it all set?
Well, oblivion. I mean, I think that possibly, especially talking to our furry friend that you seem to have, so are there going to be more werewolves? I mean, you're not inviting them over, are you?
No,
Well,
it's
Danica
kind
wanted to.
What? He knew what the thing was on your foot, Day.
Yeah, but the one thing we have is at least we have a home base of operations that they don't really know where it is yet.
I invited him into the tunnel, and he knows it's the Queen. They all know it's under the Queen's Theater. That's kind of...
You don't
don't know
need
where.
to mix with them. It's
Well, Vol, to be
unsavory.
Now, Vol, we need to put some of our personal feelings aside sometimes, and this is one of those times. I mean, our numbers are really small here, and we need to kind of make some allies.
I mean, tragedy makes interesting bedfellows. I will give you that.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, yes. It's just very distasteful.
Well, they're pungent, let's be honest.
I mean, yes. I mean, do you know how often it rains in London?
Yes.
They always smell of wet dog.
Yes. It's true.
But,
But you know what? I think that I had some essential oils that you could just rub around your nostrils and it will be fine.
so you're speaking
With the
of,
mask on, I'm surprised you can even smell them.
Oh, it's the whole changing thing. It's just, oh, now I'm this, now I'm that. I control animals to do my bidding. They have to become them. It's just I'd just rather not.
Wait, you control animals?
Oh, well, yes, part of my... There's good things about living in the sewer. Often the inhabitants seem to find their inclinations leading my way.
So then with the beach ball rats.
That I couldn't control. I think that is a lot less rats compared to what they've pushed it.
A lot more beach ball than rat, yeah.
Yeah. Well, could you take some of your little animal friends and do a Snow White, send them out to, like,
Of course, actually.
scout the city?
He goes, what are you looking... You have to remember that dealing with a rat's or a cricket's intelligence.
Can we send them through the sewers to find out where it's safe? And we can start using the tunnels instead of walking on the streets and getting attacked by giant squid?
You have to be more specific. Actually, yes, if you'd like to find, are there large blockages or something that seems to be a predator, a rat would know what
Yeah,
that is.
that, yes.
But that could also be just a bigger rat, or it could be
Yes, we don't want them coming back to tell us that there's a kitty in the sewer.
Yes, I mean, like, of course. I mean, that's a real problem that you could face. I mean, if it doesn't understand the difference of risk, it knows risk and reward. I could set my rat friends in front of the door, and if someone came, they could make a ruckus or attack it, or what have you, because it has spatial awareness, but it can't make a judgment call.
What about bats?
About the same. It's just a flying rat.
I thought that was seagulls.
Well,
I thought that was pigeons.
Oh,
depends on what country you're in.
all right.
Well,
I mean,
do
there
you guys
are
think?
some exceptions, like flying foxes have, quite smart.
Also, Vol, I wonder, like, is it going to bother you? Because, I mean, now all of the werewolves know where my place is. Do we have to move?
I don't believe our living arrangements are settled until we can stop all things being finished.
And to be fair, we could really just seal up that door, and then we could find another way to put another door into the sewer.
I really don't think them knowing where we are is that big of a problem. We do know where they are.
Well, it's not right now. It's
No,
not.
but it's like a mutual trust thing, They let us into their den, and we won't even let them into your place. They should at least know where it is. What if we need help?
I don't think that my own personal, at least, misgivings bled too much into it. I mean, you didn't say that he couldn't come back.
Also, Lawrence is there alone right now. It's probably better if somebody knows where it is in case something happens to us.
Well, we have that camera, too, right outside of the doorway, so they're keeping an eye on that as well.
Yeah,
I
can we
believe-
look at that camera?
I believe we gave that to Lawrence so he could watch what was happening outside.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're pretty quiet over there.
I'm literally just walking. Are we not trying to get to the Queen's Theater?
No, we are.
I love the little Girl Scout
We just
pep
usually
talk,
have
but
so many opinions.
I have so many opinions about you, yes.
Oh, yeah?
Coming up behind you, you see a frolicking Cerberus with, Oliver just having the time of his life as he shoots in between the two of you. That's a great job, Rex!
Looks like I'm not the only one that doesn't like you, huh?
Whoa, Cerberus? Do you like being called Rex?
Name.
It's not your name,
He's nice.
is he?
Scratch is good.
What about Day?
Friend.
Okay. You know Day doesn't like me, right?
Why?
I don't know.
You guys are all hearing just this one-sided argument. Her talking to a very large dog.
Anna, does she do this regularly?
Yeah, she does it all of the time. It's really kind of fascinating when you stand back.
Cerberus wants to know why you don't like me.
Why would I like you?
Anna likes me.
You've tried to kill Lawrence.
That was an accident.
You just knocked me over for no reason.
It was funny.
You always try to argue with
Cerberus
me.
goes, "What's funny?"
See, Cerberus thinks it was funny.
I don't care what Cerberus thinks.
Wow. Do you hear this, Cerberus?
His ears go down.
Look at him. You upset him.
Yeah, and if I knocked Cerberus over and thought it was funny, Cerberus wouldn't think it was too funny, now would he?
I don't know. What do you think, Cerberus?
Don't like ground.
But it would be funny, right?
Maybe for fish. That concept just kind of rolls over you, like...
He said, maybe for fish?
Why? I'm not...
You can hear as he walks away from the conversation, no longer interested. Yeah, maybe for fish, as he walks
I don't
over
know,
around
Dave.
the corner.
If I gave you a fish, would that make it better?
I think if you just
You could wear it as a hat.
stopped being the way you are for like an hour, that'd be nice.
You know, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. You're the one that's always full of angst.
Yeah, well, someone has to care.
We all care, Day.
Okay, if you say so.
You're just a lot to handle, okay?
I'm a lot to handle.
Just like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, hey, look, guys, it's my place. There's the door.
You're about a block and a half away.
Oh, sorry, wrong door.
Is it?
You guys keep walking. But, I mean,
You know what, Anna? I've just been very stressed. So,
I don't know. Why don't we do that thing we talked about?
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Do you want one?
Would you give me one anyways?
No, but you have one, so.
And?
Like a solidarity thing.
You want me to smoke with you?
Yeah.
Are you going to try to kill me?
No, I mean, you already have my cigarette. I was just gonna give you the lighter.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
All right, well, I light a cigarette.
you have a cigarette pack in your pocket.
Jeez. If I remember correctly, you have like one left, right?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it one of the funny cigarettes?
Hey, she doesn't know that.
Okay.
So I light my cigarette and I take a deep breath and I.
Fuck you, Day.
There's no deception here. You just-
And I just toss you the lighter.
yeah.
And I light
Oh.
my cigarette because Danika definitely doesn't remember that it's laced.
No, I didn't tell you it was laced. One of them is like.
No. She only has one left. So
I know.
this
I've been waiting.
All right, there is no role for this. This has been established before. So I don't even know. Day, what did you lace a cigarette
You're
with?
going to let him decide?
Well, yeah. He's like, I laced
I thought it
one
was just
of my
laced with
cigarettes.
like weed or something.
No, it was.
All the cigarettes are laced with something.
Yeah.
This is a
God.
thing that he did.
But because you
specifically.
keep stealing my cigarettes, I took the liberty of making a real special Danika cigarette. Because I was real tired of your shit, and I had honestly almost given up and thought about telling you about it, and then you tripped me.
it all comes down to the petty shit.
A trip for a trip. Enjoy your LSD cigarette.
LSD. All right.
Not DMT. It's not, but it's.
What is
LSD.
all right? What does LSD do?
It is acid. So you take a puff.
Since it's a cigarette that's laced, is it as strong as taking like straight LSD or blood
What's a dip?
LSD?
Well, actually, like the way the LSD works is like it's a liquid that you put on paper. So this transfers to you amazingly well.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
What Day has done is he's taken the cigarette and dipped it into a vial of LSD, let it dry.
Cool.
You take a puff, expecting the wave of high that you've gotten on all of Day's cigarettes.
The one that I'm feeling right now.
You
Nice and
enjoy,
calm.
you know what I mean? You're sitting there. It really hasn't built in your system yet. Take another big drag.
You know, Day, I really don't understand why you hate me so much.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Relaxation sitting into you.
Yeah, I know. You're so angry.
Yeah, I guess it's because you're always arguing with me over the little stuff, and it just slowly eats away at me.
I feel like you're arguing with me over the little stuff.
Nah, plus you always steal my cigarettes.
Yeah. As like he says that, his hair falls down in front of his face with the head gesture.
You know, I was really hoping you'd find another way to relax.
And through his hair movement, you start seeing Cerberus running.
Oh, hey, Cerberus.
Yeah, right? She says that out loud.
I just smile.
Oh, you like me now? Are we friends now, Day?
Yeah.
Can I be at your wedding?
I'm not getting married.
Arid.
No, I'm pretty sure that you are. I mean, we started to make all of the plans. I hope that you don't mind.
Mind.
How are you guys doing that with your voices?
Voices.
Oh my god, is that the snake?
What are you? Are you all right?
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Day.
Yes.
Guys, you hear the
Yeah,
snake?
right? I mean, like, it looks like both of them are still looking up and to the left, even though they're.
I look up and to the left. And just like this. Allies up and to the left.
You know, you really should stop messing with the guy with all the drugs. And you probably shouldn't steal from his stash.
You brought the snake here?
I'm like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, right.
Like, looming over you.
Yeah. Feels like he's completely composed of neckties. Just
Oh my goodness.
I explode into little neckties.
Aw, bow ties. Servers would love those.
Cerberus comes up and he's got like 2 heads, and then the third one arrives.
Oh my god,
and
you're like the real Cerberus now.
Yeah, you try to pet him, like straight through an invisible version of what you thought a head was.
I look at my hand.
Small Cerberuses are frolicky.
Oh.
Her entire trip is just Cerberus.
Yeah, right. So Dave, you obviously know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, Anna, do you want to make an insight, or what do you think? You've heard a lot of the conversation.
Yeah, I think Anna's going to be a bystander in this one.
Oh, really? You're just
Yeah.
going to leave your girl out to, like,
No, I'm not going to leave her alone and leave her by herself and leave her up to her own devices.
Well, you're
but-
now, after this time period has happened, you guys have that one last block and a half.
I'd like to
Kind of
start
it.
climbing the walls of the buildings.
You'd have the ability to, yes.
And
That's athletics and dexterity roll. Yeah, so because you are, as the walls melt underneath your fingertips, you're looking for 2 8s. And you jump and try to grab, and this is your first roll.
no, I got 2 7s and 3 6s.
Oh no, you would have made a perfect jump if we were looking for 6s without this reality melting around you. You jump and it's like a car going into a brick wall, just boom, and you flat straight down.
Oh, I fucking lose it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's good. That is
Oh,
good.
dear.
So it's not just me, Anna, though. She's been a real bitch lately, right?
Well, I know that she's a little bit disappointed in the decisions that I have made recently.
Oh,
so
I mean, we can talk about that later. But I mean, specifically to me, it's like she's always trying to get under my skin.
Well, to be fair, you do the same thing to her. I mean, she usually does start it. I will give you that.
Yeah, so I thought it would be funny if I made sure one of my cigarettes that I knew she would steal, may or may not, was definitely laced with LSD.
LSD day.
What are you doing on the ground, Danika, at this moment?
I am rolling on the ground.
I know.
There are
I'm making
like
snow angels in the dirt.
All right.
there are like octopuses coming out of buildings. There are like snake gods falling out of the sky.
That is very true. But
Don't-
technically, that was my cigarette. I didn't-
Vol
I
goes,
didn't-
actually, I believe that is how that happened. Yes. I mean, that's
I
what I
didn't-
have in the notes.
I
it's
didn't
page
give her
24.
a cigarette. She stole my cigarettes, and one of my cigarettes was dipped with LSD. Is it my fault that she smoked it?
I'm really glad that it wasn't the one that I had some of.
I did not know that you did that.
Yeah, it could have been really bad.
But again, should have asked.
Whoa, I didn't have anything to do with that part
No,
of it.
she should have asked.
But I
Anna,
mean,
do you feel how soft the ground is? It's like it's moving.
I know it's really nice, right? London
Mhm.
is so fun.
It's
like-
awesome.
It's like you're laying on a waterbed, and every step that Anna takes with her high heels seems to ripple the sidewalk. underneath
oh,
you.
it vibrates so much. It's all squishy.
Oh dear.
She'll be fine.
I'm gonna do the worm, like the dance move, all the way to Anna's door.
Yes, you have the ability to do that.
When really it's just
You are
Anna who is
definitely-
dragging
I mean-
her by one arm.
Yeah, right. the actual visual of it is just
Her like
Like, yeah.
undulating while you grab her by the ankle and just pull her.
do the worm with me. Yeah, right. Yes. So the door opens as you're being dragged through. This is not going to be a short trip. You are actually. So all of you've been to Anna's place now. So I want to show what the Phantom of the Opera's abode actually looks like, completely off your tits.
See, I don't know
on
how to
some acid.
roleplay LSD because I don't really know what it does to you.
So as Anna, you drag the incapacitated friend through your home in your abode. You swear, Danika, that you hear the opening sounds of Phantom of the Opera. The crescendos, the light music. And as you go past the entryway, it's like the candle operas seem to come to life.
Anna, are we finally doing the role playing?
What? Role play?
Da 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 da.
Oh no. Dang.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, what you're doing is just turning on your front light. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like in reality, it's just like the
It's
hallway
like a sconce
lamps.
on the wall.
Yeah, right.
She sees the chandelier.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I start to flicker the light.
yeah, right.
Masquerade.
Yeah.
Always got a funny face. Fuck you, day.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad tomorrow.
What are you doing?
I'm just flickering the light back and
Oh, right,
forth.
yeah.
Just
It is a old school lift that meets you in the hallway that's going to take you down underneath the Queen's Theater. You get into it. Again, it's like a stage opening to you. I mean, like, curtain does open. The beautiful interior of, which is now messy because 5 people have been sleeping in
Yeah.
real existence, is just a beautiful parlor. You can stand up if you'd like and explore, but this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the costume racks and the colors and the sequins that are just intrinsic in every aspect of every single one of her costumes. The large arcing rooftop of her building, just the opulence, and you're seeing it all of its grandeur.
Anna, are we gonna play dress up?
I mean, I can. Sure. Yes, we'll play dress up.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. I'm just going to take her to like the mound of clothes that we brought down earlier, and I'm just going to let her like dive into the pile. And I'm
is
just going to be
Lawrence
like,
around?
So do you dive into the pile?
Yeah, and then as Rasputin, I'm
Yeah,
just
right.
like, think of me fondly.
Yeah. You're son of a, like, as you land, you landed on somebody.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look up, and it's just Lawrence. He's like, well, welcome home. Hi, good to see everybody.
Lawrence, were you playing costume dress up?
He's dressed in his normal clothes. He's like, no, they just looked really comfortable to sleep on.
Okay.
I mean,
I respect that.
yeah, it was like it's kind of like a giant beanbag chair.
Lawrence, do you hear the music?
Um,
Music of the
I mean,
night.
I think I have on the Cure, but it's upstairs.
My sweet, sweet Lawrence.
What did you do to her?
Oh, you just assume that I did something?
He crosses his arms. I can't imagine why.
Okay, so settle a moral argument for me real quick. Let's say that I had some cigarettes, right?
Okay, there's some cigarettes.
And then I dipped one of my cigarettes in LSD, right?
Okay, now that yes.
And
I
then
mean, yeah,
Danika stole my cigarettes, and I didn't tell her.
Danika's. I mean,
Now, whose
I don't
fault
know,
is that, man?
I mean, like, did you really think that she was gonna take them?
Oh, I knew for a fact she was going to take them, but I've told her multiple times not to take them anymore.
So I think the argument comes down to, had she stolen a pack of cigarettes from you that happened to have an LSD cigarette in it, then it's her fault when she lights it. If you put a LSD cigarette in your pack to make sure she got it, then
Well, she could have grabbed any of them.
this is true, but you couldn't have. You would have
Yeah.
known which cigarette it was.
And if she had stopped, I would have ended up taking it myself. I can handle it.
Yeah, right. He looks over at you, like in the pile of clothes, smiles, grabs like a red dress, and goes, "Who's a good kitty?" And like there's little tassels at the bottom of it.
Is that Jerry Fantastic?
Yeah, right. You in your mind see Jerry Fantastic
I
after
said
saying
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's like now you are a tiger that is like a bullfight with a red talus and rug. It just That is what you become. Yeah. As you go deeper and deeper, we wake up in the morning.
Great.
So Anna, I know
We didn't have things to do today.
Anna, I know we had plans tonight, but I don't think she can go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say that we're probably going to bunk down for the night.
What,
yeah.
guys? I can fly. Do you see this?
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Oh, that's nice.
She
That's
is
great.
belly down on the ground,
Yeah.
and just her
Doing
like
this.
fingertips are like she's airplaning on the arms and
Yeah.
fingertipping.
I am flying around the room right now.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
know, it's so impressive.
I mean, Anna, you gotta admit that's fucking hilarious.
It's pretty incredible, and I wish that I had some of my
No,
old
no,
cameras
no.
here.
Brings up his cell phone right when you say that and just starts recording. And
Oh
just-
yeah, let's make sure we get this for
If
tomorrow.
I was you, I would not let her know that you have that tomorrow.
He turns around. He turns the camera around and goes, "Hi." Turns it back around to everyone's reaction.
I'm in the background, just
Yeah,
like. I think we just spend the rest of the night watching Danika trip balls.
All right. Yep. I mean,
I'm having a great time.
yep.
I reenact the entirety of Phantom of the Opera.
You think you reenacted? What we see is something completely different.
Yeah. Right. Although there's a lot of costume changes. It's actually quite amusing after you stop placating and it's like just realize that that's like a friend on the ground being an idiot. Just like it's an enjoyable evening, especially for as crazy as things have been. This is what you have to relax to. It's as good as primetime TV as you're gonna get in this day and age.
We start
Put
to
a Phantom mask on Cerberus
Yeah,
and use
right.
him as
Yeah,
my
right.
counterpart.
we start to help out. We start throwing props at her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean Cerberus, because he doesn't understand things, does pose in the right times, and I mean, it is you actually with the TV out and no broadcast, no radio, you get a live action play with a vampire, a toreador, out of her fucking mind in the actual Phantom of the Opera's place, and I'd like you to roll 1d10.
All of us?
No, just you.
Can I roll my Oh no, I don't have performance.
That's
Never
why I
mind.
say just 1d10. We'll figure out how good it is from here. 1d10. You're looking for a 7. Your Toreador.
I got a 6.
Oh, it is beautiful. It is so self-absorbed. It becomes very comical. What you guys are watching, as she takes it so seriously. It is one of the best comedies you've ever seen. It is wonderful. You couldn't have asked her to do anything else, and all of you have the world's best time.
I think I end up just sitting next to Lawrence.
Yeah,
who-
just dying laughing together. You know, like it is like if there was pop, he's still eating chips. You know what I mean?
Of
like
course he
he's,
is.
He's just chewing on some chips. Anna, you're just watching this, throwing her props,
Definitely.
giving ideas, and you all crash out. Have probably one of the first easy sleeps since Vegas.
Yeah, I think I ended up just passing out on the couch, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you just, like you and Lawrence kind of stayed up a little bit through the night and just laughed. And it was nice that, like, this was almost a normal in the evening. The worst thing that happened was some, like, beach ball rats in comparison to what has been happening. It's a night of rest. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Vampires and Vitae. It really is you guys in the community that is making it worthwhile for us. If you're new to us, you can go back an episode and kind of catch it all from the beginning at this particular part of the Chronicle, or you can go all the way back to episode 0 and start from when we started in Tokyo. So thank you again for joining us, and always remember, take a big bite out of life.